Assalamu alaikum, third secondary students. Unit 3, Women in History. Let's check its vocabulary. Argue for, encourage, personal, role, effective, impress, license, solo, impression, queen, paradigmic, course, course treatment, Prime Minister, antiseptic, open school, a solo flight, fly a plane, the Second World War, nursing school, hygiene, admire, questionnaire, qualities, physical fitness, additional information, religious matters, persuade, degree, a research assistant, alternative, compassion, dentist, overcrowded, imitate, coordinator, terrific, check, inspector, positive, be in charge of, flight, impressive, nursing, suitable, literary, prince, princess, ruler, president, minister, wounded soldiers, flying, the Pacific Ocean, the British Army, a plane crash, nursery school, sanitation, occupation, standard, document, soloist, political matters, confident, join the university staff, a government inspector, zone, social worker, poor lighting, technical equipment, effective drugs, women's rights, free time activities. Now let's check some prepositions and expressions. Take up much of her personal life, popular with, grow up, the first of its kind, miss the record, be determined to, write under a pen name, fly over long distances, to start with, be awarded a degree, introduce new ideas into, similar to, play a positive role in, born into a wealthy family, work in a hospital, break the world record, look after, take care of, have a degree in math, be associated with, lose her life, to sum up, be over the moon, what is special about, suitable for. And remember, these expressions and prepositions come in the exam depending on your recitation and how much can you remember from them, especially in the preposition part. I mean, the first expression here, take up much of her personal life. The question can be about the word up, and it will be in the choices up, in, on, at. So as a phrasal verb, you have to know take up means what. What is the preposition followed by or comes after the word popular? What is the preposition which comes after the word grow? Phrasal verbs, prepositions, expressions depend on your memory, not only the meanings you see in Arabic. You have to remember the form of the expression itself. Now let's have a quick practice on vocabulary, expressions and the prepositions. The first sentence here, the whole class clapped space at the end of the interesting speech. They had learned a lot. The whole class clapped. I need here an adverb describing the verb clap. Usually adverbs end with excellent, ly. So the answer is appreciatively, or in Arabic بتقدير. The word appreciate, the word appreciative, the word appreciatively are all derivatives. So the derivatives you have in each unit should be at least checked once quickly. The second word or the second sentence, Mrs. Nagwa is a space teacher at school. Her students usually do well in their exams. The word respect, respectful, respected are from the same family. They are all derivatives. And the fourth choice is disgraceful. Actually, we will focus on A, B, or C. When we describe someone, when we talk about his fame, when we talk about his deeds, when we talk about what is this person known for, we use the word respected. Excellent, number C. The other two words which are so similar to respected will be in other sentences after a while. The sentence number 3. Young children are usually very towards the teachers. The best description here for behavior is the word excellent, respectful. When I want my children to behave well in front of others, I usually ask them to be respectful. It is totally different about the second sentence, which is talking about a person's fame, a person who is well known for his good deeds, like Magdi Ya'oub or Ahmed Zuwail or even Muhammad Salah. We can describe him as a respected player. But when I want my children to behave well in front of others, I ask them to be respectful. Now let's move to another sentence, which is sentence number 4. They are well-behaved children who came from a space family. When we describe families, when we describe jobs, we use the word, think with me, we use the word, yes, respectable, excellent. 5. She plays a more positive role for women in the modern world. Here I'm searching for a word means تجادل من أجل, and I have 4 choices. Start with argue. Argue with a person, مع شخص. Argue about something, عن شيء. Argue against, ضد شيء. While the word argue for means تجادل من أجل. So the answer will be number D, argue for. Sentence number 6. Her work had spaced much of her personal life. We have just read together the table of expressions and prepositions, and we learned that يشغل حيز أو وقت, a phrasal verb in English, which is excellent, take up. So the answer here in number 6 would be taken up. Number 7, Nightingale was born in 1820. Space, a wealthy family. The word or the verb born, was born, is usually followed by in when we talk about years or countries. Mr. Ahmed was born in 1982. Mr. Ahmed was born in Cairo. But if we talk about families, wealthy family, poor family, we don't use the same preposition. We use a different preposition, which is excellent. Into, was born into a wealthy family. Sentence number 8. Students need more space than others at school. Some students need more space than others at school. I'm searching for a noun here, not an adjective. Some students محتاجين إلى, I need here a noun. And I have one noun or two nouns in the choices. A noun which means تشجيع, excellent, encouragement. If you study the vocabulary well, you will find all answers are so easy, piece of cake. Sentence number 9. A 14-year-old Japanese boy has become the youngest person to complete a or an space voyage across the Pacific Ocean. The most famous word in this unit, which usually comes in exams, it came many times in secondary exams. A word describes something a person do on his own. Excellent, the word here, solo voyage. We usually use the word solo in music, in dancing, in traveling, in work, but there are other meanings for this word in Arabic, which is بمفرده أو لوحده, has or have different use from solo. Now the last sentence. In 1942, she was employed as a government space for the teaching of Arabic literature. Actually, if we try to understand this sentence, we will realize that a government can be مفتش. Yes, the other meanings cannot come with the word government. It will not be meaningful sentence. So the word مفتش, if you check your vocabulary before you start answering, you will know so easily that it is inspector. I hope you can find this useful for you, and waiting for you in the other videos inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.